So Parfums Vintage has been on a roll with the releases lately. They just came out with Vanilla Intense and King. Now King is a follow-up to King Intense, which I did a review on a while ago. And in this video, I'm going to be taking a look at Vanilla Intense. So what is Vanilla Intense all about? This one focuses on some sweeter, more vanilla heavy batches of Aventus. If you guys are familiar with batch variations of Aventus, there's a batch called 16A01, which is known for having a little bit more of a prominent vanilla note. And this is essentially what they were trying to do with Vanilla Intense. They took inspiration from vanilla heavy batches of Aventus and amped it up even more and put it into this fragrance right here. So what I get right off the top, I get a lot of fruit. It's a very bright and fruity batch compared to King Intense, which was a little bit more woody, a little bit more dark. This one is very bright. It's got pineapple, it's got apple, it's got all of the fruits. It's very bright and very fruity smelling, not just heavy on pineapple alone, but it's got a lot of other citrusy fruits supporting it as well, which gives it this really nice bright opening. One thing you'll notice almost immediately after spraying is the vanilla. The vanilla starts to come through, and that is what makes this fragrance what it is. Honestly, out of all of the Parfums vintages I've smelled, Vanilla Intense is my favorite. There's something about the vanilla in this that just is so smooth. It's blended so well, and when it heats up on your body when you're outdoors or when you're doing work or anything like that where you're heating up, it really just pops. All the fruits with that vanilla just comes out, and it really smells nice. One thing I do want to note is this is the 100 ml bottle. Normally when they come out with new fragrances, they start out with the 50, but for Vanilla Intense and for King, they're coming out with the 100 mils right away. So if you guys are interested in grabbing one of these bottles, I know a lot of people, myself included, tend to go towards the 100 ml bottle when you're purchasing. So if you follow that link down below and decide to go pick this one up or the other one up, you can get it in a 100 ml bottle, which is really nice, and I'm really glad that they're doing that. Performance on this stuff is actually pretty strong. Now, like I said, it is fruity. It's a very fruity, bright take on Aventus, but because of that vanilla and those supporting woods, it gives it a lot of depth, and that really helps it to stay around on your skin for quite a while. And it also pushes off your skin really well, especially like I said earlier, when you're outdoors in the heat, like it's 90 degrees here and this stuff is jumping off my skin. It works really well. But because of that vanilla, because of the depth of the woods, this one would also be a really good pick for cooler weather. If you're a fan of Aventus smelling fragrances, if you're a fan of the Parfums Vintage fragrances, and you're looking for something that has some depth and has some really good performance for the winter, you're going to want to look towards something like this or like King Intense, which like I said I reviewed a while ago. But this one I prefer over King Intense because of that vanilla. There's something about it that I just love, no doubt about it. So really good one for the winter here. Performance is no slouch. It's going to stay on your skin all day and then some. And again, projection is really good. Now, one thing with this and with pretty much all of the Aventus inspired fragrances, Parfums Vintage fragrances, I get olfactory fatigue very quickly. So when I'm testing it, I really have to be careful and I have to be mindful of that so that I don't, say, oh, it only lasts for an hour and then it's gone. No, I do go nose blind to these fragrances very quickly, but when I'm actually testing them, I realize that they do last a very long time. But just something about this type of DNA, especially with the brighter batches, I go nose blind to it pretty quickly. So as far as versatility goes, this is very versatile stuff. It has that Aventus DNA, which as you know can be worn literally whenever, so it is very versatile. But what I love about this, again, going back to what I said earlier, is that vanilla. It just gives it so much more depth, so much more backbone, that in the colder weather, in the fall, in the winter, this one will be a great choice for that time because of that depth it has. It'll really help it stand out in the winter. But it's also nice because it does have that bright and fruity component that I know a lot of people really tend to like when it comes to these types of fragrances, myself included. I really tend to like the brighter types of Aventus smelling fragrances. So really nice stuff here. This one is definitely a winner and definitely my favorite out of what they've come out with so far. So guys, that is it. That's my review on Vanilla Intense. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down below if you guys are interested in trying this. I'd love to hear what you guys have to think. Let me know down below if you guys are interested in trying this stuff. I highly recommend you do. They sell samples on their website you can go check out. I'm sure you can grab samples from other people online when they start getting bottles. So definitely worth getting your nose on this if you like vanilla inspired Aventus. It's really good stuff. So that's going to do it for this video, guys. I will see you tomorrow morning with my review on King. So stay tuned for that. Probably going to release it tomorrow morning. So that's going to do it for me, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.